Welcome to the South Ops Fire Weather Webcast for Thursday, October 2nd. I'm your host, Kristen Stewart. Visible satellite imagery this morning looks pretty similar to how it did yesterday. Once again, a frontal system is moving through central California, as you can see from the long, thin band of clouds extending out into the Pacific. This front is bringing lots of cloud cover as well as light showers to the northern portion of our GA. Like yesterday, the front is too far north to bring much in the way of impacts to the southern portion of our GA, and mostly sunny skies will prevail again. As has been the case all week, we will be in for another cool and moist day for the region as a Pacific trough continues to hang off of the California coast. The forecast for the rest of this week and into next week will remain quite unsettled, though mostly low impact for our region. The Pacific trough just off of the coast will start to move inland later today into Friday, then continue moving into the Great Basin later Friday into Saturday. Another trough is expected to sink southward over the region Sunday into Monday and remain over California as a cutoff low through the first half of next week. This type of pattern will result in continued cooler than normal temperatures and elevated humidity, along with some periods of breezy winds and shower chances. With Pacific troughs that move through the northern half of the state, precipitation is typically focused to our north and we stay mostly dry. The tail end of cold fronts will traverse through central California, but they typically die as they do so, preventing much in the way of precipitation from occurring. Despite this, the pattern remains favorable for chances of light showers to continue over portions of central California, mainly north of Fresno County, through Friday. It will be most active this evening through Friday morning, with most showers focused around the Sierra. Additional rainfall will be light overall for the lower terrain, with totals under a quarter inch. The Sierra will receive more in the realm of a ½ inch to 1 inch. Southern California will remain dry, other than some patchy marine layer drizzle at times. Dry weather is expected region-wide this weekend as this first trough departs. With the second trough developing afterward, additional light shower chances are possible, mainly across the Sierra early next week. Little additional accumulation is expected, but it will continue to keep the enhanced moisture streak alive. While precipitation will be lacking, it is still a very good pattern for mitigating any fire weather concerns. The troughing pattern will allow below normal temperatures to remain in place through the period with minimal day-to-day changes. Inland, coastal, and valley highs will be mainly in the upper 70s to mid-80s. The beaches and lower mountains will be mainly in the upper 60s to low 70s, and the low desert will remain in the 90s. Humidity will remain elevated through the period, with minimums mostly above 30%, with good overnight recoveries. The deserts will remain the exception, with minimums remaining in the teens and 20s. Along with the cooler and more humid weather with this troughing pattern comes breezy onshore flow across the interior. No significant or out-of-the-ordinary winds are expected for the most of the time, though a period of gusty northerly winds is likely from late Friday into Saturday as the first trough departs, mostly across the higher terrain of Southern California. However, moist antecedent conditions and continued elevated humidity are expected to preclude fire weather concerns. With a cool and humid pattern remaining in place and on the heels of all the moisture over the past few weeks, dead fuel moistures remain well above normal across the entire region, and that will remain the case as we move closer to the middle of October. We still have not seen a widespread seasonal green-up across the region, especially in Southern California, so we're still at a point where a couple weeks of warmer and drier weather could put us back in play for higher fire danger conditions, though we don't see that in the cards for the foreseeable future. Not surprisingly, large fire potential will remain very low for the foreseeable future, with little to no probability for new large fires as this cooler and more humid weather pattern continues. It is possible that we could see a very slight jump on Saturday with the offshore flow and slightly drier conditions, but in all likelihood, we're going to remain quiet through at least the first half of October. And that's all I have for today. Thanks for tuning in. Our next webcast will be on Friday, October 3rd. Have a fantastic day.